truck. So we're at 2 trucks and a lease truck.
Gotcha.
And then we just, slowly started building our fleet up.
So then
And,
how what was the like at what was the most how many trucks did you guys have? What was the most trucks you guys had at any given time?
5.
Okay, okay, wow, 5. And then I guess if you don't mind me asking, what was like when you have 5 trucks, because I know you said you're not really making money until you have at least 3 trucks. What type of revenue are you generating off of 5 trucks on a monthly basis?
So I couldn't remember the monthly basis because it varied, but over the year, I think that year we had made like 2.8 million.
Okay, okay, got you,
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah. So that's how much we had revenue, or that was net.
Yep. Oh, so hold
Or
on. So
gross. That was gross.
gross.
So
Okay,
net,
okay,
I think net ended up being about, I want to say 80 by the time you trickle down. Fuel expense, maintenance expense, driver expense. I may just the operating costs overall. So that was like the take home. So that's kind of like how we started analyzing and stuff. And I'm like, that's not a lot to be taken home based off of the amount of work you're doing on a day in and day out basis.
yeah, I was gonna say it seems like I mean, obviously the revenue generated was there, but when you were talking about the take home,
Yeah,
especially based on the stuff that you guys had to go through, it's like, man, there has to be a better
it
way.
ain't worth it. Exactly. So my sister, after the first year and a half, my sister was ready to tap out. She was like, I'm over this. There's other ways to make money, because she's an independent insurance adjuster. Give me
Okay.
1 second.
No, yeah, no problem.
So yeah, so my sister was ready to tap out. She was like, okay, she did a cost analysis. She didn't, check this out. She like, sis, no, I'm good. I'm tapping out. And I'm like, I'm the little engine that could, because the other side to it was that I was able to find loads and freight that you typically couldn't find, or the rates that I was getting for stuff. You weren't finding that anywhere. So I was like, I'm, as far as like a trucking company, I'm finding high paying things.
Yeah.
And just to put it into perspective, we was getting $1,500 a day just to move Dollar General loads right around us in Georgia, right around where we are.
Yeah, so you're not even going outside of
Yeah,
the
we're
state,
not even
outside
going
of the
out of the
town.
state.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
We're maybe doing 200 miles a day.
Okay,
And then
okay.
the other stuff that we were tied to, that we were supplying just the driver for, we was getting $1,500 a day per driver, and I was doing about 3 to 4 drivers a day.
Okay, okay.
So
And
that's
you never drove. You always had a driver. It wasn't like you were behind the wheel driving.
nope, I don't have a CDLs at all.
Okay,
So
okay.
we always had drivers. Thank you. We always had drivers. Give me 1 second.
Yep, no problem.
But yeah, so we always had drivers to help run our company.
Okay, okay.
And so like when we doing this, and we, paying attention to the expenses and all of the different stuff like that, and the revenue that's being generated, we like, and I'm like, nah, it's we can do it. It is that whatever, because we listening to all of these people talk about all of this money they making and all of this stuff and they doing. I'm like, okay, we making them numbers, but we're not seeing that profit. Like, and that's when I realized, like, this trucking industry is a bunch of smoke and mirrors. And so after we hit year 3, we sat down and we was like, we tired. We like, it ain't a profitable business enough to sustain, and it's way too much work than it is a payout in. It's way more stuff that you could do with your time that we could see way better money from.
So and I see people who are getting their CDLs and things like that.